Museum in the world, the Louvre. It is also famous for its School of Art History, l'École du Louvre, and for its high fashion shows. Y uno de los museos más grandes del mundo a la izquierda, el Louvre, también conocido por su escuela de historia del arte y por los desfiles de alta costura. Le commentaire reprend, the commentary starting again, el comentario continúa. Et devant nous, l'un des ponts les plus importants de la capitale, c'est le pont Neuf. Il a 400 ans et c'est le plus vieux pont de Paris. In front of us, the pont Neuf, this bridge is 400 years old and is the oldest bridge in Paris. Y el puente más antiguo de París, delante de nosotros, el pont Neuf, tiene 400 años. correspondent à l'exécuteur juste après le pont. The commentary starting again in the earphones after the bridge. El comentario continúa después del puente. Notre-Dame devant nous, Notre-Dame Cathedral in front of us, delante de nosotros la Catedral Notre-Dame. Una sorpresa les espera en los audífonos de QT Listen de Arena y el Parque Náutico.
increases of the order of something like 2 trillion. As far as we can see in the small print of this, there are no tax increases at all here. So the reductions all going to come on the spending side.
Which will put more downward pressure on an already weak US economy. So investors went back to selling shares and moving their money into so-called safe haven assets like gold and the Swiss franc.
More amateur footage has emerged from Syria of this weekend's crackdown and descent in the city of Hama. Troops have continued to shell residential areas today, calling at least for extended sanctions against the Syrian government. The Assad freeze and travel ban will now cover 35 officials. The Syrian state news agency says the military was helping to purge armed groups that were terrorizing citizens. That's been dismissed as nonsense by a US diplomat in Damascus.
They filmed this courtyard, and then there's a street coming up here on the right hand side. It's called La Rue de l'Élysée. And the buildings which are along there see the French flag, so they're all linked, you know, they're offices of the design of the facades here. Now the buildings at the back are all different, okay? But the facades are all the same, with the sun in the middle of the back. Particulier. Time of the French Revolution, most of the royal statues were destroyed in the country. Napoleon I later had this column made and placed here in the center of the square. It's a stone column, but it has a shell made with melted cannons. Confiscated of Chanel are on the other side of the hotel. That's where Chanel's apartment is located. But she went to work there every day, but she lived in the street. Or at least it used to belong to him. I haven't still been able to I haven't taken the time really to find an update on that, but I know that last year in the spring, he put the hotel on the market. He wanted to get rid of it, like he got rid of Harrods last year. There's a number of Palace hotels that have been inaugurated in Paris in the past few months, and he said there's going to be way too many hotels of that standard in the city, and I won't make money in the space that has been Ministry of Finance into more exhibition space. Right? So again, we're in the 1980s. Now, what was decided here is that we should use all this space here in the middle of all the buildings of the Louvre to create an underground entrance space, and obviously they had to be an entrance gate above ground. Okay? Sainte-Chapelle was built in the 1240s. It was a royal chapel inside the royal residence that was then on the island. So there on the right hand side, it's La Cité, the city island, where you had the royal residence in the Middle Ages, where the Celts who'd lived here before the Romans, and the Romans used to worship right there where you can see the towers and the spire of Notre Dame. Here on your left hand side, the Parisians who walked together towards the outskirts of the city, they went to l'Hôtel des Invalides, Napoleon's tomb, the gilded dome I pointed out before. They stormed l'Hôtel des Invalides, they stole cannons from there. They then came back towards this area, they dragged the cannons through the city, stormed the arsenal, got more weapons and ammunitions from there, then eventually stormed La Column. It commemorates another revolution. 1789 was the beginning of the big famous revolution when eventually the king and queen were executed. So after that revolution, we had the empire. Napoleon I. And then at the fall of the empire with kings again. A baptism, adults who've decided to become Catholic are baptized at Notre Dame at Easter. You sometimes